Hello everyone, welcome to a new Sims video. Today I'm going to be furnishing the Blackpoint Cottage in Old Town. The lot description for this house reads, a touch of old world simplicity in the heart of suburbia. I'm not quite sure what this means. I think it means that the house is in kind of a European style in modern American suburbia. So the house is kind of standing out, I guess, amongst the other houses in the neighborhood. But one thing I would say about this house, first off, is the floor plan is inspired by another house that's already in The Sims 1. If you know 10 Sim Lane in Neighborhood 1, the downstairs floor plan is like basically the same. And the only difference is the front of the house is like the back of the house. So where the front door is in the Blackpoint Cottage is like the back entrance in 10 Sim Lane. And then of course the Blackpoint Cottage is a bit bigger in the sense that we have an upstairs, and the upstairs is just 2 rooms at the top. But I'm going to change the floor plan of that, as you'll see in a little bit. So yeah, I actually really like this house, I think, because it's a nice sort of starter home, but it's quite large in a way. Like, it's just 14,000, well, just under 15,000 simoleons, and it feels quite spacious. Like, I feel there's quite a lot of rooms. Like, you've got where you walk in, like the main entrance area, which I turn into the kitchen, and then like a sort of central living area, and then like 2 other main downstairs rooms, which, I don't know, comparing to 10 Sim Lane, that's like the entire house. So one of those rooms in that house would have to be like your bedroom. But then in the case of the Blackpoint Cottage, you can obviously have your bedrooms upstairs. So I feel like for a starter house, that's quite a lot of space. There's also an outside back patio, and there's a balcony as well. So those are like 2 extra spaces, nicely decorated with little fences, and of course there's flowers and trees on the outside of the house. So it feels, I don't know, it feels cozy and kind of comfortable somehow, even though there's no furniture in it at first. One thing I don't necessarily love about the house straight off the bat is the wall covering. I can't remember the name of it, but this kind of like browny, yellowy browny stucco. I don't know, is it stucco? I don't know what it is, but it's like all over the house, and it's just a little bit, I don't know, jarring. And also like the concrete tiles in the entrance area, which are the same tiles as the sidewalk outside. I can see like maybe the builder of this house going for some kind of rustic vibe, but I just don't think it makes it feel very homey. So I did need to go in and change definitely the wall coverings, and some of the floor coverings I changed as well. I did initially think I was going to separate the large living area downstairs where the front door and the staircase are, but I decided not to, and I thought I would just keep it all the same area. I did consider quite a few different wall coverings for the kitchen, and once I decided I liked the wood panels and white paint that I chose, I put it pretty much everywhere, I think. I used it in quite a few of the downstairs rooms, not all of them, but quite a few of them. And then I changed the concrete tiles to more like a floorboard floor covering, which I feel like still has that rustic, I'm gonna keep saying rustic feel, but not like literal concrete slabs, which feels a little bit severe. I also changed the garden path floor tiles because it was like a kind of fancy wood parquet flooring that I didn't really think was suitable either. I did decide to put carpet in the living room, which ended up being the room on the right, because I thought that would be cozy. I thought that would be nice to have carpet in the living room with like a wicker sofa and a kind of, I don't know what that rug is called, but it looks kind of handmade, cozy rug feel. Then the back room, which I turned into kind of a study room area, I kept the wooden floor that was in there, but I changed the wall covering to this kind of gold paint, which was, I don't know, kind of warming, not too severe and not too bland. I didn't want to make everything just like white, because I think I often do that when I don't know what to choose. I'm like, let's make everything white and black or white and brown. And I'd started to do that a bit with the wall covering in the main living area, and I was like, I don't want to do that everywhere because it's a little bit too plain somehow. So yeah, you got a little study area with a fish tank and an easel, and there's also a back door there, so you can just go straight outside, straight into the garden, which I think is quite realistic to not have a super sculpted garden, because it's like, it's almost like in the woods vibes. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I didn't imagine like an old world cozy countryside cottage. I didn't think that would have like a fancy large paved sculpted lawn. Like I think it would be quite left to nature, so to speak. And then actually upstairs I did decide to change the floor plan quite a bit, because I thought, you know what, the house is definitely big enough to have more than just like a couple or one single sim starting out in life, because it is a starter home. I thought, you know, you could definitely have a family in this house, so I wanted to have a main bedroom and then also a kids room. So I changed the floor plan upstairs. Initially I thought I want to try and have a bathroom upstairs, because I tend to have this little rule with myself of wanting to have a bathroom on every floor that I'm playing on. So if it's a 2-floor house, I want a bathroom on both floors. But then I thought, no, it's like an old-fashioned cottage, like maybe the plumbing is like not very good, the water pressure is no good, there wouldn't be a toilet upstairs. And then I was like, no, come on, let's put a little bathroom in, and it's going to make the house a lot more functional, particularly like when you're getting your Sims ready for work and school in the morning. But I thought if I used one of those bathrooms that sits in between 2 bedrooms, it's kind of like an ensuite but for 2 bedrooms at the same time, that would be okay. Usually I feel that's a bit like not very private, but I felt for this house it was okay. The floor coverings upstairs I didn't keep exactly the same either, just like downstairs. The Queen Anne parquet, I think it's called, like the slightly severe square looking one, I got rid of altogether because I really struggle to use that floor. I don't know, I don't hate it, it's just a little bit grating on the eye. I kind of wanted to have a really fun kids bedroom floor covering and like wallpaper, but then I thought maybe the parents wouldn't let their child pick like a really fun bright floor covering in a really old rustic cottage. The parents might have said, look, these are old hardwood floors that have been here for many years and no, you can't change it, but what I will let you do is change the wallpaper. So I gave the kids bedroom kind of like a fun yellow striped wallpaper that I don't use very often, so that was a bit different. I also added a chess table with chairs on the landing area and a little double reclining seat on the balcony, so I feel like the parents can go out there and have a little breather when they need to have some peace and quiet. So yeah, I feel I haven't explained like every single object that I picked in every single room in this house, but maybe that's fine. It's just to kind of give an overview of the feel that I was going for. As I say, I really like this house. I think it's a really good starter home. Yeah, really cozy and ideal for a young family or a starter family. Although actually, I didn't go back and check how much it costs. I always forget to do that after I've decorated the house. Like, is it still under 20,000 simoleons? I feel like it's not, because it was nearly 15,000 unfurnished, so I think it's unlikely that it's under 20,000 with all of the items I added. Anyway, feel free to share any thoughts you have about this house in the comments. Let me know if you ever used to play in this house. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I will see you in another video really soon. Bye!